the length x of a rectangle is decreasing at the rate of at the rate of 5 centimeters per minute, and the width y is increasing at the rate of 4 centimeters per minute. When x equal to 8 centimeters and y equal to 6 centimeters, find the rates of change of one is the perimeter and second one is the area of rectangle. The area and perimeter of a rectangle depends on both length and width, because area depends on length and width, and also perimeter depends on length and width. Both area and perimeter are functions of x and y, the length and width of the rectangle. So the rate of change in x is given as 5 centimeters per minute, whereas it is decreasing, and the rate of increase in y, that means width, is given as 4 centimeters per minute. So in one variable decreasing takes place, and in another variable increasing takes place here. Based on this data, you have to find the rate of change of area and perimeter of the rectangle at this particular instant, where x takes the value 8 centimeters and y takes the value 6 centimeters. So already given the length is considered as x and y as width. So length of the rectangle, length is x, width is y of the rectangle. Now at first consider the perimeter. Perimeter, let us suppose that perimeter is S. Perimeter of the rectangle. Perimeter of the rectangle is twice to the of x plus y, because x plus y plus x plus y, 2 into x plus y, twice to the of x plus y. And here given dx by dt. Here given dx by dt, the rate of change in the length is since it is decreasing, let us consider negative sign, minus 5 centimeters per minute. And dy by dt, the rate of change in width, dy by dt, since it is increasing 4 centimeters per minute. Since it is increasing, I am taking positive. Positively, just the width changes here because it is increasing. Now based on this dx by dt and dy by dt, you have to find the rate of change of S, the perimeter. Now ds by dt, the rate of change of S. The rate of change of S is, since 2 is constant, 2 into d by dt of x plus y. Since 2 is a constant, it does not depends on the variable time period t. So, 2 into d by dt of x plus y. So, 2 into derivative, you can apply derivative term by term. You can differentiate term by term. Since you can differentiate the function term by term, we get dx by dt plus dy by dt. The derivative always follows a linear property. Linear property means you can apply derivative term by term. Hence, derivative of x with respect to t is dx by dt. Similarly, derivative of y with respect to t is dy by dt. That is 2 into dx by dt already given as minus 5 plus dy by dt is given as 4. So, that we get minus 2. Since it is the rate of change in the perimeter, perimeter means length itself, hence it is centimeters per second. Because the perimeter is length itself, the rate of change in the perimeter of the rectangle, once the length is decreasing and the width is increasing with the given measurements, ds by dt is given minus 2 centimeters per second. This is the rate of change in the perimeter. So, rate of change in the perimeter. Change in perimeter is minus 2 centimeters per second. That means the perimeter decreases at the rate of 2 centimeters per second. That can be concluded here. Whereas coming to the second case, the rate of change of the area of the rectangle. Here area of rectangle. Area of rectangle is, let us suppose that is A, capital A, which is x into y. X into y. Now dA by dt, the rate of change in the area of rectangle, dA by dt is d by dt of x, y. Here the length depends on t, whereas y also, width also depends on t. Both x and y depends on t itself. So that by product rule, you can take it as x into dy by dt plus y into dx by dt. By product rule, you can take x into dy by dt plus y into dx by dt, because x depends on t, y also depends on t. Both x and y are depending on t. As time consumes or time passes, we have certain changes in both x and y, the length and width. Hence, x depends on t and y also depends on t. So, x into dy by dt plus y into dx by dt. This should be evaluated at an instant where x is the length is at 8 centimeters and y is 6 centimeters here. The area, change in area, rate of change in area. Rate of change in area when particularly at the particular instant at x equal to 8 centimeters and y equal to 6 centimeters is the rate of change in the area is dA by dt at in particular x equal to 8 and y equal to 6. The rate of change in the area of the rectangle dA by dt is at x equal to 8 and y equal to 6 is given by dA by dt is x means 8, dy by dt the rate of change since y increases according to the time, so that I will take it as 4 plus y into, y means 6 into dx by dt. Dx by dt is minus 5 because the length is decreasing with the time period, so that minus 5 here. At that particular instant only, in particularly when x is 8 and y equal to 6 only, you have to measure the rate of change of the area. Hence, the rate of change of area is considered at x equal to 8 and y equal to 6. At that particular instant, the rate of change is 8 into 4, 32. 6 into minus 5 gives us minus 30. So, that is 2. Since it is a rate of change in the area, centimeter square per second is the required units. dA by dt at x equal to 8 and y equal to 6 is given by 2 centimeter square per second. Whereas, the rate of change in the perimeter is minus 2 centimeters per second. That is the difference between the rate of change in the perimeter of the rectangle, the rate of change of the area of the rectangle once the length is decreasing and the width is increasing. One variable is decreasing and another variable is increasing. Here both the perimeter as well as area is two variable functions. We can consider the rate of change in both the variables here. That is one important problem related to the board examinations. It is one important problem. Next problem. Tenth one. That is also one important, very important. A ladder 5 meters long is leaning against a wall. The bottom of the ladder bottom of the ladder. The bottom of the ladder is pulled along the ground. Away from the wall. Away from the wall. At the rate of 2 centimeters per second. How fast is its height on the wall decreasing? Wall decreasing. When the foot of the ladder is 4 meters away from the wall. Away from the wall. Away from the wall. A ladder of 5 meters long is leaning against a wall. The bottom of the ladder is pulled along the ground away from the wall at the rate of 2 centimeters per second. How fast is its height of the ladder on the wall decreasing when the foot of the ladder is 4 meters away from the wall? That is our question. Now coming to solution. Let us suppose this is the wall and this is the ground. This is ground and this is the wall. A ladder is leaning against the wall. Leaning against the wall. Let AB be the ladder. This is the ladder. And it is leaning towards the wall. Let us consider the bottom of the ladder is at a distance of x units from the wall, whereas y be the height of the wall that the ladder covered here. Let AB be the length of the ladder. The length of the ladder is given as 5 meters long. This is 5 meters always, because the length of the ladder does not changes here. It is always fixed. Once this bottom is moved away from the wall, generally the height of the ladder that it covered decreases. Once x increases, that means this distance changes and this bottom is moving away from the wall in this direction, then automatically y is decreasing. Given here, given dx by dt, the rate of change in the bottom, it is pulled away, the ladder is pulled away from the wall at the rate of 2 centimeters per second. So this is 2 centimeters per second. Because it is increasing, I am taking it as positive. And AB is given as AB, here AEB is 5 meters. It is fixed. AB means square root of x square plus y square is 5. Since this is x and this is y, x square plus y square is 5. That is x square plus y square is given as 25. Now based on these two relations, you have to find the rate of change in y. That means at what fast and how fast the height is changes when the ground, when the bottom of the ladder is moved away from the wall on the ground. That is to be considered here. So differentiating with respect to t here, differentiating with respect to t as time changes, x changes and y also changes. Differentiating with respect to t on both sides, d by dt of x square plus y square is d by dt of 25. That is d by dt of x square plus d by dt of y square, d by dt of constant is 0. The rate of change of a constant is always 0. So that gives us 2x into dx by dt plus 2y into dy by dt is 0, because x depends on t and y also depends on t. X changes according to the time and y also changes according to the time. I am taking derivative with respect to x and then with respect to x with respect to t by function of function. Similarly, y depends on t because it is a function of y. Initially, take the derivative with respect to y and then derivative of y with respect to t follows by function of function. So, you can remove 2 also. So, x dx by dt is given by minus y into dy by dt. You can remove 2 because on right hand side we have only 0. So, dividing with 2 you can remove 2 and by transfer this term to this side we get x into dx by dt is given by minus y into dy by dt. So, dy by dt is to be needed here. The rate of change in height dy by dt is given by minus x by y into dx by dt. That may be written as minus x by y in terms of x you can write it as y in terms of x you can write it as under root square root of 25 minus x square into dx by dt from 1. This is from 1. You can replace y in terms of x, y square equal to 25 minus x square. Y is clearly under root 25 minus x square. Now, this value is to be find at x is 4 meters at the instant as long as we are moving this x is changing like this in this direction. When particularly at x equal to 4 meters we are in need of dy by dt. So, dy by dt at x equal to 4 to be needed. So, at the instant at x equal to 4 meters, this is minus 4 by under root 25 by 4 square is 16 into dx by dt. Dx by dt is already given as 2 centimeters per second. But whereas this is given in centimeters and 4 is given in meters. So, hence change this one to the meters or change this 4 into centimeters. The rate of change in x 2 centimeters means in terms of meters it is 2 by 100. 2 by 100 meters per second, because for 1 meter the centimeters are 100. So, for 2 meters it is how much? 2 by 1 into 100, that is 2 by 200. For 1 meter 100 centimeters, 2 centimeters, this is 2 centimeters is how many meters? So, 2 by 100 into 1, that is 2 by 100 meters per second. Hence, take this one in terms of meters. So, dy by dt at x equal to 4 meters is minus 4, because x is 4, it is in terms of meters, whereas dx by dt, the rate of change in x is given in centimeters. Change that centimeters into meters and taking that dx by dt value in this one, we get totally we get minus 8 by 100 into, this is 9, root 9 means 3, which gives us minus 8 by 300. The rate of change in y, the height is given by the rate of change in height at particularly x equal to 4 meters is, it is 4 meters away from the wall. Once the bottom is 4 meters away from the wall, the rate of change dy by dt at x equal to 4 meters. Meters is given by minus this is 2 times 4 2 times, this is 75 times. meters per second. Because all the units are in meters, that is rate of change is meters in second. You can change them into centimeters also by multiplying with 100. This is one important problem. You have to change, you have to observe the units also, because here the rate of change is given in centimeters, whereas x is given in meters. So change the centimeters in meters totally, otherwise change that 4 meters in centimeters. Next one. Next problem, coming to 9th problem. A balloon which always remains spherical. Which always remains spherical. Spherical. Has a variable radius. As long as the balloon is deflated, the radius decreases. As long as the balloon is inflated, then the radius is increasing. So radius depends on time, either inflated or deflated. Based on that, it is a variable, radius is variable here. Find the rate at which its volume increasing. Increasing with the radius. When the latter is 10 centimeters. When radius is 10 centimeters. Latter means the second one. Radius is 10 centimeters. A balloon which always remains spherical. It always remains spherical. Has a variable radius. The radius changes instantaneously or changes according to the time. Find the rate at which the volume increasing with the radius when r equal to 10 centimeters. Okay. Let us consider a spherical balloon of radius r. Let us take r be the variable and it depends on time. Let r be the radius. R be radius. Radius of spherical balloon. Spherical balloon, which is a variable here. Now volume. Volume of the balloon. Volume of the balloon is given by, it is volume of sphere having radius r. So 4/3 pi r cube. V is given by 4/3 pi r cube. Pi r cube. This is r cube. Volume of the sphere is 4/3 pi r cube. Now, the rate at which volume increases that we want. So, differentiate V with respect to t. Differentiate V with respect to t. dV by dt. dV by dt is d by dt of V is 4/3 pi r cube. 4/3 pi r cube. 4 pi by 3 is constant. So, hence 4 pi by 3 into d by dt of r cube. But r is a variable, it varies according to the time. So, differentiate r cube with respect to r initially and take the derivative of r with respect to t by function of function rule. Here it is a function of r. It is a function of r, whereas you are taking with respect to t. So, differentiate function of r with respect to r and take the derivative of r with respect to t by function of function rule. So that it is a function of r, whereas r is depending on t. Differentiate r cube with respect to r initially and dr by dt follows. That is 4 pi by 3 into derivative of r cube with respect to r is 3r square itself into dr by dt follows, where dr by dt is rate of change in the radius. Rate of change in the radius. This is to be measured at the instant r equal to 10 centimeters. So, the rate of change of the volume at r equal to 10 centimeters equal to, at r equal to 10 centimeters equal to 3 cancel, 4 pi r square, or whereas r is 10, 10 square into dr by dt. That gives us 400 pi into dr by dt. So, the volume, the rate of change in the volume, the rate of change in the volume at r equal to 10 is 400 pi times the rate of change of the radius. Here the rate of change of the radius is not given. Once the rate of change is known to us, you can develop the volume rate of change. So, here we can conclude that the rate of change in the volume of the balloon is directly proportional to the rate of change of r, the rate of change of its radius, directly proportional to rate of change of r, and it is always 400 pi times to rate of change of r, which is equal to 400 pi times the rate of change of r, the radius itself. So, the volume change, rate of volume change is, it always remains spherical, means rate of change at which is volume increasing at the rate when r equal to 10 centimeters. The rate of change is volume at r equal to 10 centimeters is 400 pi times the rate of change of radius, that we can conclude. Otherwise, simply you can denote it by 400 pi dr by dt itself. Once dr by dt also given in this problem, you can evaluate directly the rate of change of the volume of the balloon itself. It is always 400 pi times, constant times, to the rate of change of its radius. Next, 11th one. A particle moves along the curve. A particle moves along the curve. 6y equal to x square, x cube plus 2, x cube plus 2. Find the points. Find the points on the curve. Find the points on the curve at which the y coordinate is changing 8 times as fast as the x coordinate. Particle moves along the curve. 6y equal to x cube plus 2. Find the points on the curve. Find the points on the curve at which y coordinate changing 8 times as fast as the x coordinate. That means the rate of change of y coordinate is 8 times the rate of change of x coordinate. At what point the rate of change of y coordinate is equal to 8 times the rate of change of x coordinate. That is the problem here. Once the particle is moving on the curve, along the curve, 6y equal to x cube plus 2. The relation between y and x is given in such a way. So, given curve means here the relation between the two variables x and y. Given curve is 6y equal to x cube plus 2. Let us suppose this is 1. Differentiating with respect to t. Differentiating with respect to t on both sides. Differentiating t with respect to t on both sides. We get d by dt of 6y equal to d by dt of x cube plus 2. That is 6 into dy by dt here, because y depends on t, y changes according to the t, and x also depends on t. We will take d by dx of x cube plus 2 into dx by dt follows by function of function rule. This is 3x square into dx by dt. The derivative of 2 with respect to x is 0. Hence, 3x square into dx by dt follows. Now, 6 into dy by dt equal to 3x square into dx by dt. But given dy by dt, the y coordinate changing 8 times as fast as x coordinate. But given the rate of change of y is 8 times the rate of change of x coordinate. But dy by dt is 8 into dx by dt. Therefore, 6 into 8 dx by dt equal to 3x square into dx by dt. I just replace dy by dt with 8 dx by dt. From this, you can remove this dx by dt. 3 2 times. So that x square takes the value 16. So x takes the value plus or minus 4. At x equal to plus or minus 4, what is y? The x coordinate, once x coordinate is either 4 or minus 4. Correspondingly, y from 1 6y equal to at 4 cube plus 2 or 6y equal to minus 4 cube plus 2 itself. Therefore, y is here 4 cube. 4 cube is 64. 64 plus 2. 66 by 6. 11. Or here y equal to minus 64 plus 2 gives us minus 62. Minus 62 by 6. Minus 31 by 3 itself. So the points are here. Therefore, required points are 4 comma correspondingly y is 11 or minus 4 comma correspondingly y is minus 3. At that particular points 4 comma 11 or minus 4 comma minus 31 by 3. 4 comma 11 or minus 4 comma minus 31 by 3. The rate of change of y coordinate is 8 times the rate of change of x coordinate at that point 4 comma 11. Observe that 4 comma 11 either satisfies 1 or either it satisfies 1 or not. So taking 11, y is 11, the LHS value is 66. Correspondingly taking x equal to 4, we get 4 cube, 64 plus 2, 66. So clearly the point 4 comma 11 lies on 1. Similarly, you can observe the other point also. At that particular points, the rate of change of y is 8 times the rate of change of x. The x coordinate and y coordinate changes according to that relation. The rate of change of y coordinate is 8 times the rate of change of x coordinate. So that's why I am taking dy by dt as x into 8 into dx by dt. This is given. With the help of this given relation, I am finding x, the x coordinate of that point where that relation follows. Similarly, y coordinate. Okay, I will give some more problems in the next class.